In this brief tutorial we're going to learn how to manually back up website files using Filezilla. This backup process is using something called FTP. Once you've installed the software, run it and you'll be presented with a screen similar to this, and we need to fill in our connection details to connect to the web server. Your host will either be a set of numbers called an IP address, such as I'm filling in here, or it will be a domain name in the form of ftp.yourdomain.com. You would have been sent a username and a password. The port refers to whether we're going to use FTP or SFTP. In this case it's 21 for FTP. This window, once I click connect, will show some server messages. This side of the display is my local PC, and I've created a folder to save my website files in called website backup. This side, the right side, is my remote site, and this is where I will see the files on my website. This bottom window, this shows any files we queue once we start to transfer them, and we can see the status and where they've got to with some numbers appear down here. So we'll click connect now, and as you can see we're seeing some messages, and it's told me the directory listing is successful. In other words, I've connected to my website server, and these are the files that I can see in my web space. I now want to move these files or copy into my local folder. I've got the correct one selected. There's a number of ways you can move them. I can right click a file and click download. I can left click and hold the file and drag and drop. In this case it's asked for my password again. As we're looking to back up all of our website files, I can just click in this box anywhere, press Ctrl and A at the same time, right click, and then I'll download. Because I had two files in there already, it's asking me do I want to overwrite, so in this case I'll just overwrite those two files. And now the program will run, and as you can see down here in the queue window, the software is running through the files in that folder, counting up how many need to be added to the queue, and then it's transferring them and telling me down here how many have been transferred. So for the minute we'll leave that to run and come back just before it's finished, and this, depending on the size of the files in your website, if you have images it can take a fair while. If you only have a few small files it could take a matter of seconds. I imagine this is going to take a number of minutes, perhaps five minutes to back up. So we'll leave that running and have a look in a second. So now we see the queue's finished, successful transfers, that's transferred all the files. Another check is in our original folder we had 22 files, 6 directories, and on our local machine we've got 22 files and 6 directories. So that is one simple method to manually back up your website file.